damn it. Can we just go and take the ship and go after it? Yeah, surely there's like another ship around here. Didn't they just have like a whole yard of just broken ass ships or something? They just take all this rubble around and just fix up ship. Come on, you can do that, Faust, right?
Heathcliff, that's not how that works. Like, it's a research vessel. It can't possibly be very fast. This will be difficult. Even if it was a research vessel, I'm sure it was constructed during the golden age of Liberia. No average ship could keep up with it. Which is a problem, because I doubt we have any ship that could travel the same speed. We only have a few small vessels left, which are all anchored too far from this location to be feasible options. Do we have any weak ones? Listen, the sooner I can get with these people back to the home dimension, the sooner I don't have to deal with them anymore. We could find ourselves a ship to go after them, yes, but most eyes of Liberia, the lighthouses we lost during the profound silence. Wait, like, when you say most, you mean like there's some left? Just one, as far as I know, the one in Grand Faro, but that lighthouse cannot be used at this current moment. There's another lighthouse you can use. Once we saw that Mayors was left all on her own, we decided to have her accompany us at all times to keep her within Irene's eye shot, because, like, I mean, you know, we just lived this child out in the middle of nowhere. We couldn't possibly blame her for what happened, given Skibbity's confirmation that she doesn't have anything to go with those sea monsters. Besides, they'd all left her behind. But Irene still seemed to harbor a bit of suspicion. The problem with the Asia is that she simply knows too much. Where could she have possibly have gained all that information? See, she can't even answer the question. But let's think about it this way. What if we were to ask her what we don't know? The location of that lighthouse, for example. They're ticking rapidly. What did they say? Probably something inconsequential. Dante says that we should approach it differently and ask her what we don't know, like with the location of the White House. At least one of you can have a thought once every 30 minutes. Seems like a reasonable suggestion to me. Or does the Inquisitor have an alternate solution to this conundrum? That was a trick question. Of course you don't. You're from the Inquisition. Your average intelligence is just below room temperature. Fine, let's hear it. I want to interrogate you about how you have access to the things that even us Inquisitors don't know. At least not right now.
Pero Muerto, dead lighthouse, that's our village name. Somewhere a little ways off from the coastline, there's an intact eye of Iberia on the sea. Though it was almost destroyed by the profound silence swept, though.
Like, off the coastline, is it not connected to the land?
I think it used to be until it sank.
We should be able to procure ourselves enough wooden material from the village to build a raft. I'm not rowing, though. That's for all of you plebeians. Finding the vessel Fabius commandeered will be a benefit to all. Limbus Company will gain an opportunity to return to the city via the dimensional door, while Rhodes Island will have the chance to study it at a closer proximity. And the Inquisition will gain possession of the vessel in which the technology from the Iberian Golden Age is contained. What? You're going to just hand that over to the Inquisition? Why should we covet what was once Iberia's? Well, there is certainly an aspect of the vessel that draws interest. I already have the state-of-the-art masterpiece known as Mephistopheles. It is better than any stupid golden boat. And now I'm going to... or a farm. Irene eventually agreed to put her trust in Mayors. We are luck, Executive Manager. It is quite fortunate that our interests aligned exactly with that of the first strangers we encountered on the strange island. Lucky is right. Imagine if we were back in the city. It would have taken them like 3 or 4 free human distortion hunts for us to come to this agreement. Karma would have showed up and someone would have been like, yes, I do want my teddy bear. And then they turn into some stupid monster we'd had to beat the shit out of. Go into a mirror dungeon, beat the shit out of him again. And then like... after, oh, hello, random dog in the background. Finally, after we murder them 3 or 4 times, they'd be like, yeah, sure, I guess we can agree to these terms. If the lighthouse is in an operable state, we're going to need an expert technician to get it back in working order. The technology it's based on is completely divorced from the popular application of Originium technology, so I doubt there's anyone who can work on it anymore. Then you needn't worry about that. I can work on anything. I'm very good at repairing random esoteric eldritch abominational mechanical devices. That's just a backstory quirk thing that we haven't really got to yet because my canto hasn't started. Here we have an engineer and a researcher who are geniuses even among those in the city, so we should be able to manage most mechanical failures. Today is just a revelation after revelation, huh? I can vouch for Limbus Company's skills. Mostly they're very good at testing your patience, but they can do some things useful like repairing boats.
I can also work on the simpler tasks. I can do things. I'm useful. Listen, I can be handy. You know, please let me be part of the story. I don't want to become a background character.
No, ma'am, you really want to stay a background character. Listen, if you become too important, you're gonna die. That's just how it's gonna work. Thus, I will leave the rest of it to you to take the Eye of Liberia, the lighthouse, back. Wait, what do you mean take back the lighthouse? What, is it infested? Is there something or someone out there who's taking over the lighthouse called the Eye of Liberia? Like, what? A likely supposition. Amaya, what did the manager of Limbus Company say? They were asking if the White House has been taken over by something. You know, just bitching endlessly about stupid bullshit that doesn't really matter. Don't worry, just ignore him. Not a bad intuition. For an idiot, of course it's taken over. Do you not see where we are right now? There's a likelihood that the structure's already been taken over by sea terrors. As you might have noticed, they're everywhere out here. By the sea.
I don't know about overrun, but I've encountered them a few times when we approached it too closely.
Normally, it is hardly enough personnel to attempt a raid on the lighthouse, but Answer me this. Are there any limitations to the revival? There are no restrictions as long as Dante the manager survives. However, do note that battle efficiency depreciates with prolonged battle due to mounting mental stress on the manager. No need to change the plan then. If he can't handle it, then he's a weak-ass bitch. Just get over it, res better. After a while of carefully sailing on Skibbity's toilet raft, along with coastal cliffs, a gargantuan shrouded lighthouse emerged from the thick mist.
Some even call these lighthouses guardians of Iberia. It retains the grandeur of the area, and it was built during its golden age.
You really know everything, don't you? It is as she said, but now these lighthouses are nothing but graveyards of countless inquisitors and soldiers of the Penal Battalion. No one who's attempted to retrieve a lighthouse has ever survived the expedition. Can you please not say scary stuff like that, Miss Iri? We're literally gonna retrieve this. Like, the currents are pretty wild. Someone's going to have to, like, stay behind to keep an eye on the raft. Like, we can't just leave it here unattended, but, like, I don't know if we can carry it either. Like, I'll stay here and protect the ship. I just want to be away from all of you guys.
You sure you can handle this? You know, that's a good idea, all right? You know, that's probably for the best.
So what she's trying to say is that she's worried about not having enough people to take on the White House, which is why she's okay with staying behind alone. Mostly probably because she's pissed off at all of you because you keep making fun of her.
Yeah, but don't you make fun of her too?
Yeah, but I'm allowed to do that. You can't. You guys have been here for like 2 fucking days.
The door is firmly secured in place.
This flesh tissue regenerates almost as soon as it's torn. Perhaps you needed to tap into a wilder form of art to get this open. Well, what now? This strange flesh tissue growing on the sea gates is sea terror. It reacts to the lamp, but it's grown too much to be affected by it in any meaningful capacity. Skibbity might be able to open his door with incredible strength, but... Should I go fetch her? But I think she's already fighting off sea terrors from sinking the raft. Well, maybe there's an identity card or E.G.O I could use to get through this. Oh my god, I've referenced my Yu-Gi-Oh playing cards. So which one? Guys, just use the high show IDs edit or something. Just as I was pondering a familiar question, a faint black glow came into view, then hovered my sight. It's no intuition or inspiration. It's different from those sudden flashes of realization. And it's not the star of that day, but I think of it from time to time. It's not the horrible door that I see every time I turn the clock either. The formless and black space in which I am not permitted to see a faint noise, a whisper, cuts through it. And through that opening, I see light. I reach out to the opening and see Skibbity, born from a very, very warm gaze. Skibbity? Powerful imagery crashes into me like the waves. Skibbity, the staggering dancer wielding a blade. Skibbity, who flaunts her flowing locks. And Skibbity, the singer, humming in a low voice. Beyond the fringes of cognition, Skibbity's existence becomes engraved. Am I just about to canonize this E.G.O? Dante, are you having a seizure? I'm gonna just mentally manifest Skibbity into one of my sinners who will then channel it and open the door. What the fuck is what? Hey, Ishmael, I've never used this E.G.O before, but I need you to trust me and accept it. Like, I mean, that's the worst that could happen. Like, get corroded? Yes. And then you'll kill everyone here. All right. Oh my god. Oh man, like, is this like, am I an orca? Holy shit. Damn. Ishmael, you are the big wetness. Be one with the fish you were born to be. Can you never say those words in that order ever again? I think she destroyed the door instead of opening it. Sorry, I didn't think it'd be this strong. Skibbity's not even an abnormality, Dante. That's what, how? I don't understand. My technology has escaped my grasp. I think I connected to Amaya's subconscious mind. There was a strange, unfamiliar light, and I saw Amaya's emotions attached to her memories and experiences, so yeah, I just reached out to him. Yeah, I just grabbed into her brain, pulled out the memory of Skibbity, and shoved it into Ishmael's and E.G.O. I can just do that now. Fuck you. My what? You did what to my what? You can't just wibble around in my brain like that. That's not okay. I didn't consent to that. You just go pull shit. What? Man, this donkey's so full of E.G.O, you don't even know.
So that's called E.G.O?
Verily, of course, Limbus Company's E.G.O is quite distinguished from the other kind of E.G.O, which are bloomed from one within oneself. But everyone was too busy to pay attention to her as the wet, slithering noise from a distance had put everyone on edge. Can we do that later? We've got some cleaning up to do.
So there are more sea terrors past the door.
I think any sea terror from the sea are all converging around Skibbity, which means our only roadblocks are sea terrors still lingering around the lighthouse. Let's go. Let's take this lighthouse back.
Why am I bloody in, Corb?
Don't worry, I believe in all of you. Loads gun with malicious intent.
Like, wait, these aren't whales? Where's the whales? Where's Moby Duck?
What the fuck? What is this? Hand of the Saint? Where did you come from? Where did it come from? Did it just come out of the library or the lighthouse? I called it a library. Library, this isn't Ruina, but it's a big cylindrical structure going into the sky. If not Library of Ruina, why Library of Ruina shape? Goodbye, Gregor. Goodbye. Okay, bye-bye. I love you.
All right, man, this doesn't feel so good. I think I got staggered, man.
Goodbye, Gregor.
Oh, I'm not out of the fight yet. I'm just a little staggered.
No, that's not what I mean. Goodbye, Gregor.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
Gregor should have been more careful. I was trying to aim for the enemy and failing that Hong Lu. This is what happens when you don't pay attention and stand between me and my target. Oh well, I'm sure he'll be fine.
Oh my God, why does this keep happening to me? Oh, I hate it here.
Well, I suppose since Gregor's out of commission and it was his turn to read the board of director list, I suppose I shall do it in his stead. You're welcome, Gregor.
Oh, God damn it.
We would like to thank the following investors: Tolly Double, Kada 2112, Komodo Prima, Sola Sly M3, Shinwa, Thauros, Tia, Wooly. And then Komodo Prima again, Apollo Owl, Time Thornbloom, Aura BW321, Kada Gamer 2112, Cafe Powered, Exus Golem, Ico, Fabi Ray, Fenton Ferox, Ifany, Impulse DM, Locar 812, Knickknack 819, Raven Lala Moon, Reggie 8627, Rebby Frost, Ray Allen, Rowan Yin, Tia Briggs Donuts, Trace Alcrom, and Wooly 213. Again, we appreciate your support and your continued investment in my ability to shoot everybody in the back. Now, if you'll excuse me, I should go make sure that I'd finish the job against Gregor so that he at least takes all the enemies with him.
Oh God, Gisek, please no. Gisek.
Ma'am, your arm seems to be melting off. That's probably not good. You should oh no, that's rocks. Never mind. I'm just like, the rest of her dress was green, so I thought it was see-through to the back of her, whatever this is. She got turbo rock cancer.